First wave of accusation is accusing Jesus of being crazy, of being out of his mind. Why did they say this? Well, for at least two reasons. They accused Jesus of being out of his mind first and foremost because they didn't believe in him. They didn't believe in him. John 7 verse 5 says that even his brothers didn't believe in him. So if this is his brothers coming to get him and saying he's out of his mind, we've got to take him back home so he doesn't embarrass our family name any further, it's because they didn't believe in him. Right? They didn't have eyes to see. They didn't have ears to hear, understand the gospel. So of course they thought he was a religious fanatic. All right? They didn't believe in him. But secondly, because they saw him to be a religious fanatic. They thought that he had crossed several lines. He wasn't eating, as the passage teaches us here, so he couldn't even eat bread, verse 20 says. He was going about everywhere, healing the multitudes, being pushed and shoved. He was a religious fanatic. Perhaps they thought that some religion is okay, but don't cross the line. Right? Don't cross the line. And you see, that's really the religious attitude in our culture today. Right? Most people respect a little religion. Right? It's all right to be a little religious, to have your church affiliation, but don't cross the line. As soon as your religious convictions, you see, start to be the dominant force in your life, as soon as you start making decisions about your business, about your friends, about who you're going to marry, about what you do in your free time, as soon as religion starts driving those life decisions, then you're a fanatic. Right? Religion isn't meant to do that, we're told today. And this is really a method of Satan, to say, don't allow your faith to determine how much television you watch, or what kind of television you watch, or who you're going to be friends with, or any of these things. All right? Don't lose your mind. Right? Isn't that sort of the stereotype of, or the caricature? The caricature attack on Christians is that a Christian is somebody who has to throw his mind away so that he can become a Christian. Don't lose your mind in being religious. Well, what do we think about that? It seems here that if you ever get accused of losing your mind for Christ, take it as a compliment. All right? In fact, doesn't Paul say that in 2 Corinthians somewhere? He says, are we out of our mind? Yes, we're out of our minds. We're out of our minds for the gospel and for Christ. We're crazy. But we're crazy for God. All right? Everybody's sort of crazy for something, right? Well, that's what we see here. If you ever get accused of being out of your mind, if it's not for doing something stupid, but if you get accused of being out of your mind for being sold out as a follower of Jesus Christ, that's a compliment. That's what Jesus was accused of. So first of all, he was accused of being crazy, of being out of his mind.